All right, guys. Today I am with my good friend Steven Templeton. How you doing, Steven?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Alex?
All right, bro. He is with Silverton Mortgage, and one of the reasons that I wanted to meet with you is you came up with something pretty incredible, and it caught my attention. And it was in relation to a guarantee. Can you tell me a little bit about your program? Because it's pretty unique for you guys out there that are thinking about either buying or selling. This is a pretty cool program. So I want you to hear this.
No, absolutely. Actually, I can't take credit for coming up with it. Our executive leadership team with Silverton Mortgage actually rolled out the program. And it's to help buyers compete in the hot real estate booming economy that we're in, to where it allows the buyers to get fully approved. So we call it Silverton Secure, but they can provide all their income and asset documentation to get a full approval instead of getting pre-qualified, which is a loan officer's opinion. Going through underwriting and actually getting an underwriting approval decision gives them the power to go out and search for homes, so they know what their payments are, what they've been As long as we get to do the financing to purchase that house that the seller's selling. But then we also carry it over to where normally the seller is either upsizing or downsizing, maybe even relocating. We will, if the seller chooses us to do the financing to purchase the new home, we then give them credit towards their closing costs on the purchase side. So at the end of the day, they can net up to $5,000 between selling the house and buying a new house.
Yeah, so is this again? This is another second that is not common. All right, guys.
A little technical difficulties.
Yeah, it was a little technical difficulty. You know, it happens. So going again with the programs. So you have two different programs here, right?
They are totally two different
programs.
unique, absolutely.
So this is guaranteeing this buyers and sellers, pretty much giving the confidence that if you go with you, they will close.
Absolutely.
And they'll get these benefits.
Right, and the additional beautiful piece that, what attracted me to Silverton and work with Silverton is, again, going back to customer service is what differentiates us. Everybody can offer the same products, the same programs, but it's the service, and we back it up with these programs. But talking about service just a little bit, when we submit a file to an underwriter, the underwriter, whether they can approve the loan, or if they're going to counter offer the loan, or if they have questions, they set up a meeting with myself and my processor. Within 24 hours, we do a Skype call. So if they approve the loan, we do a Skype call. So it's my processor, my underwriter, and myself. We actually talk and make sure that we understand where everybody's come from. Now, the underwriter, if they have a question, they get a chance to ask us. We get a chance to explain the situation, because as a loan officer, I'm the voice for the customer.
Absolutely. You can explain the deal to the underwriter so he can understand it, because sometimes they don't know what's going on.
It's just a file to them.
Exactly, just a piece of paper.
Right, and we provide them the facts, so it eliminates any questions. Communication is key in our industry. And that's one thing I think in our industry we kind of lack a lot of times is communicating, whether it's with the real estate agent, whether it's with the buyer, whether it's with the seller, the listing agent, title company. There's so many different people involved in the transaction that communication is key. So we start there with the core of making sure that we are all on the same page of what are the conditions, are they clear? Because again, we can't expect the buyer to know what the conditions are. We don't know what they are. Right. So it eliminates, so when we present, we can have those conversations. So again, that's one thing I think that makes our company unique is the open communication we have directly with underwriting and processing. So that's the ultimate key and goal.
Good. Let me ask you something, Steven. So when a buyer goes out there and talks to, let's say, Chase to get a loan, can you guys match the rate in terms from the bank? Is that something you guys do or no?
I'm definitely willing to compete for the business. Our rates are set, but when you get into the competing side of it, we can make those exceptions. Definitely will not give up a deal. Try not to lose a deal because of rate.
Right.
I don't like losing any deals, especially when it comes to a competitor. So yes, we do compete. To explain rates a little bit in regards to that, you will find that they are different from different companies. But I think the biggest thing for the consumer to understand is you're going to get a different level of experience and professionalism from dealing with banks versus mortgage companies. Because with mortgage companies, we are, this is the only program we offer, is mortgages. With banks make their money by multiple channels.
They have different products.
So comp plans and everything else are paid differently, which affects the rates. So with that, making the consumer aware that, hey, definitely shop. I would say don't go with your first. It's no different than going to the doctor. If they give you an opinion, you're going to want to get a second opinion.
Absolutely. Well, that's always been something that I believe. If you're buying a home, you go through a lender because you guys have access to pretty much all the banks, right? For the most part, and you can shop the rates and terms for a loan, because if you, let's say that I go to a Chase, going back to a Chase, they might offer me a product only because they only have that product for me.
Right.
But maybe you find me something with another bank, okay, and they don't have to pull my credit 30 times, right?
Right.
Because you got to pull it only once.
We do only pull it
You
once.
shop it around, and then you can tell me, Alex, this is the best way to go because they're probably more flexible with your situation.
Well, to explain that process a little bit, we are a direct lender, so we do sell to Fannie, Freddie, Ginnie. So we underwrite to their guidelines directly, but there are additional programs out there that you have foreign nationals. You have now, quote unquote, get away from the state, but you got bank statements, or just different programs.
That's a 2-year bank statement?
Yes, usually, every investor that we have different investors that we can actually sell to. So we have a variety of different programs versus a lot of times banks, these are their programs and these are their guidelines and that's what they're good for. But when you deal with direct mortgage companies, you get those additional investors where you can have that creative financing or get from qualified mortgages versus non-qualified mortgages, which is a whole other topic to get into. There's just a lot of guidelines and variants on those parts, but the biggest thing is understanding that there are additional programs out there outside of FHA, VA, conventional, USDA.
Good. Well, again, one of the reason we're here today, it was because mainly the program. I think it was just amazing. Going back to you guys, so it's a $2,000 worth Silverton secured, right?
Right.
So it guarantees a closing. If this guy right here, if you don't meet that deadline,
we will pay.
Your company will pay $1,000 to that buyer.
To the seller. Right.
Good stuff. And also the seal program, where it pretty much helps the sellers, right?
Correct. So
With any type of closing costs, if the buyer is asking for a closing cost, the lender is actually pitching pretty much up to $2,000, right?
Actually, up to $2,500. That is all based on what the purchase price is. So it can range anywhere from $1,000 up to $2,500 for the buyer.
Good deal.
And then the opposite side for the seller if they look at purchasing a new home as well.
All right, Steve. Thank you very much for your time, bro. You might want to give them your phone number, okay? And also your Facebook. You have a Facebook page, so they can follow you.
I do. My Facebook page is under my name, Stephen Templeton.
Stephen Templeton, which is Templeton. A little hard to pronounce, but.
And reach me there. You can reach me on my cell phone, which I'm available. I'm available when my clients need me. So whenever, feel free to call me. If you get my voicemail, I do call back right away. Just like right now, we're in the middle of the video, so I may have missed the call, but I do return my calls promptly. You can reach me at 407-921-9008. Again, 407-921-9008.
Great. And you guys like to just make any comments, or if you have any questions for Steve, feel free to just do it right below. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, and you know what? You guys need to share this video because you guys might change someone out there's life. All right, guys.
Again, thank you, Alex.
Appreciate it, man. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.